Good morning, third graders. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a good morning this morning. We are on page 237, 238 in our math books. Make sure I'm right. Yes. And today we are adding and subtracting decimals. So really, we're just adding and subtracting. Super easy, right? As long as we go slow and take our time. Now, there's a really cool video that I always play on my class when I first start this lesson. And so I'm going to share my YouTube video. It's not my YouTube video. It's someone who makes these cute little math videos. And I apologize in advance if this song gets stuck in your head, but it's a great song to help us remember a really important rule with adding and subtracting fractions, okay? So before we start, I'm going to play you this song. Let's see. I think it's this. Okay, and now I'm going to go to adding and subtracting. Yikes. How do I move this out of the way? Okay. Okay. Adding and subtracting. And I think I'm sharing the screen. Okay. All right. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. And it's called Adding and Subtracting. It's the Lineup Decimal song. And it's on YouTube, so you can search for it and find it. But I'm going to play it for you right now. Okay, here we go.
Line up the decimals when you are adding or subtracting. Line up the decimals when you are adding or subtracting. You will discover when one is neath the other. The answer you get should be correct. So line up the decimals when you add or subtract. Add extra zeros when you are needing equal places. Add extra zeros when you are needing equal places. When they're in order, you can be bolder. That the answer you get should be correct. So add extra zeros when you add or subtract. When you are calculating, make sure you're right. If no mistakes you're making, you are very bright. Line up the decimals when you are adding or subtracting. Line up the decimals when you are adding or subtracting. You will discover when one is neath the other. The answer you get should be correct. So line up the decimals when you add or subtract.
Okay, friends. So I hope you like that song or that it's stuck in your head now. So what's the important lesson when adding or subtracting? Line up the decimals when you're adding or subtracting, right? And I want to show you why. They were kind of doing it in the video, but I want you to see sometimes when we write a problem sideways, like 5 and 2600ths plus 1 and 8/10. I need to line up my decimals. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my decimals first, and then I'm going to put it in. So 5.26. Think of it like this. 5.26 plus 1.8. 1.8. And do you see why it's important to do that? Because if I was just doing it like, say, 526 plus 18, you might have written your 18 over here, but that would have been incorrect, right? Then they said you could add extra zeros if you need to hold a place. So if you don't like that 6 floating over nothing, I can add a 0, and then that way when I add it, 6 plus 0 is 6, 8 plus 2 is 10, carry my 1, 5 plus 1 plus 1 is 7. So this would be 7 and 6/100ths, 7.06. Now let's look at this one when we're subtracting. It's even more important. So 24.1, 24.1, 24.1. minus 3.49. 3.49. So do you see how I didn't just line up? It's not 241 minus 349, right? It's 24 and 1/10 minus 3 and 49 hundredths. So here I'm definitely going to have to draw an extra 0 to help me when I'm subtracting. Because can I take 9 from just a space? No. What's 9 from 0? I can't do it, right? I'm going to erase these lines because it kind of looks like fractions. I don't want us to be confused here. Okay, so can I take 9 from 0? No. Go to my 1, cross it out. 10 minus 9 is 1. Can I do 4 from 0? No. Cross out my 4. Make that into a 10. What's 10 minus 4? 6. Bring down my decimal. 3 minus 3 is 0. 2 minus nothing is, I can technically draw a 0 there if I wanted to, but I don't have to. So this would be 20 and 61 hundredths, 20.61. So you can see why lining up your decimals is really important. Well, guess what, guys? The book, they did it all for us. But I wanted to teach you this because sometimes, like on SAT tests or MAPS testing or IXL, they're going to show it sideways and you have to know how to line it up if you're doing it on scratch paper. Okay? All right. So we're going to, today's, it's technically a new lesson, but since we're just adding and subtracting, it's really not very tricky. So we're going to do some of this together and then some of it I'm going to have you do on your own. Okay, so these are our pages, 237, 238. I'm going to zoom in on our first part, and we're going to do some of the adding together, and then I'm going to have you do some of the adding on your own. This is just a good day to practice careful addition, going slow, and finding tricks for adding. Okay, so let's look at A first. Do you see any ways to make a 10? No, but I do see a double it, right? What's 6 plus 6? 6 plus 6 is 12, right? So then I can take 12 in my head and add the other ones. 12 plus 2, 14. 14 plus 1, 15. So I can put a 5, carry my 1, 15. All right, do you see a way to make a 10? Ooh, I do see a way to make a 10. Did anyone find it? 8 plus 1 makes 10, right? So once you have a 10, it's really nice because then you can look at the other two numbers. So 4 and 3 makes what, guys? 4 and 3 makes 7. So what's 10 plus 7? 17. So let's put our 7, carry my 1. Bring your decimal down right away. As soon as you see that spot, do it. All right, does anyone see a way to make a 10 here? I see 2 ways. 9 and 1 makes a 10, and 8 and 2 makes 10. So if we have 2 10s, what is that? 20, and then we've got that 3. 20 plus 3 is 23. So I'm going to carry my 2 up there. All right, do you guys see a way to make a 10 again? I see 2 ways. 8 and 2 makes 10, and then 7 and 3 makes 10. So once again, 2 10s is 20, plus that little 2 on top, 22. So I'll put my 2, carry my 2, and then 4 plus 2 is 6. So I got 623 and 75 hundredths. That's how I would say that. Okay, I want you guys to try adding B by yourself right now. So go ahead and add B up on your own and see what you get. Pause the video. Look for ways to make 10s. Okay, did you guys do it? Who got this? 226.1. If you didn't get this, go slow back. See where you made your mistake. All right? Okay, let's do C together. Here we go. Do you see a way to make a 10? Ooh, 3 numbers will make a 10. Look right here, guys. 7 plus 2 plus 1 makes 10, right? 10 plus 6 is 16. Carry my 1. Do you see a way to make a 10? Yes, 9 and 1. 9 and 1 is 10. 10 plus 8 is 18. 18 plus 1 is 19. 19 plus 5 is 24. Good job. I'm going to bring that decimal down. Okay. Do you see a way to make a 10? I see a 3 number way to make a 10. 7 and 2 and 1 make 10. Okay, good. 10 plus 9 is 19. What's 19 plus 5? 24. Again, put my 2 on top. Do you see a way to make a 10? Oh, right there in front of us, 8 plus 2. So can you add these 3 digits up in your head? 4 plus 2 plus 1? 7, right? So then 7 plus 10 is 17. Very good. Okay, I want you to do D by yourself. I'm not going to give you the answer, so you got to do it, and I'm going to check it when I call you later. Okay? So B, I gave you the answer, but D, I didn't. Okay, if you want to pause the video and do it now, you can. All right, moving down to subtraction. We're going to do one together. So can I take 5 from 3? No. Okay, so cross out my 8, make it a 7. The 3 becomes a 13. Bigger bottom, better borrow. What's 13 minus 5? 8. Draw your decimal point. Do I need to borrow on the next one? Is 7 bigger than 7? No, they're the same, so we can subtract it. What's 7 minus 7? 0. 9 minus 8 is 1. So I got 10 and 8/10. Okay, I want you to try B by yourself. Pause the video and try it. Let's see what you get. All right, did you get 7.89? If you didn't get that, you maybe forgot to borrow. You had to borrow twice on this one. Bigger bottom, better borrow. Okay, let's do C together, and then you're going to do D all by yourself. Okay, can I take 9 from 1? No. Cross off my 1, make it a 0. This becomes an 11. What's 11 minus 2? 2. Good job. Do I have to borrow on the next one? Is 0 bigger than 0? No, it's the same. So go ahead and just put a 0. Draw your decimal point. Can I take 9 from 6? No. Bigger bottom, better borrow. But go to what's next to the 6? The 0. Can 6 borrow from nothing? No. What do I have to do? That's right. I got to go all the way to my 4. Cross out my 4, make it a 3. Then this 0 becomes a 10. Now the 6 says, hey, can I have one of yours? The 10 says, sure. Cross off your 10, make it a 9. And the 6 will become a 16. Okay? What's 16 minus 9? 16 minus 9 is 7. Good job. If that was hard for you, say 9 in your head and count up to 16. So 9 in my head, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I got 7. Okay? All right. What's 9 minus 2? 9 minus 2 is 7 also. And 3 minus 3 is 0. So my answer is 77 and 2/100ths. Very good. Not 2/10, because there's 2 digits past the decimal. Okay, I want you to do D by yourself, and then when I give you your call later, I'm going to check and see what you got there. Okay, so both D's. All right, let's go down to match my drawing lines. Okay, I'm going to do the first one with you. 25 and 4/10. Where is that? Yeah, I think these ones are going to be pretty easy. So I want you to do section 3 by yourself also. That one's not too hard. Okay, so pause the video and finish matching those lines. All right, let's look at number 4. Let's see who remembers their prefixes. Pause the video here and see if you can do it. And then push play and I'll show you the answers. Okay, here we go. 1,000, kilo. Who got that? Give yourself a star if you got it. I'm going to ask how many stars you got, okay? 100. Hecto 100. Who got that? Give yourself a star. If you didn't, it's okay. Just erase it and fix it. 10. 10 is deca. Good job. Okay, so now we're going into the decimals, which is the same as a fraction. So we know these are all going to end with an I. 0.1. 1/10. 1/10 is, what is 1/10? Deci. Good. 100th. 100th is centi. 1,000th is milli. Good job. I'm writing the fraction next to it, so make sure you're reading the decimal correctly. 0.1, 1/10. 0.01, 100th. 0.001, 1,000th. All right, good job, friends. Okay, let's do a long division together, and then you're going to do one by yourself. All right, so here we go. 43 into 8, 9, 3, 2. All right, here we go. Can 43 kids go into 8 desks? No. Can 43 kids go into 89 desks? I'm going to guess 2 because 40 plus 40 is 80, and that's close to 89. Let's see what it is exactly. 43 times 2 is 86. So that's super close. Let's write our 86 underneath. Remember to have scratch paper here so you don't make your paper super messy. Okay, can 43 kids go into 33 desks? No. 0. Subtract, bring down my, oops, sorry, look what Miss Roach did. Going too fast. 43 times 0 is 0. There we go. Bring down my 2. Okay, can 43 kids go into 332 desks? Yes. All right, we just got to guess here. How many 43s do you think? 6, 7, 8? What do we want to try? Let's try 6. Okay, 43 times 6. 6 times 3 is 18. Carry my 1. 6 times 4 is 24 plus 1 is 25. Let's try another one. I bet you we can get closer. 43 times 7. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 4 is 28. 29, 30. Ooh, that's much closer. 301. So let's put that underneath. And that was 7. Subtract, what do I get? 31. So 207 remainder 31. Guys, I'm going to erase my scratch paper here so I don't have such a mess. And I'm going to check by multiplying. Okay, so what am I going to multiply? 207 times 43, right? 207 times 43. 207 times 43. Okay, here we go. What's 7 times 3? 21. 3 times 0 is 0, plus that 2 on top, 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Good job. Let's erase my 2 on top, draw my 0. 4 times 7 is 28. 4 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2, and 4 times 2 is 8. All right, so let's add this up, see what we get. 1, 10, 10, 9. 9 zeros, 0, 1. Oh, sorry, there's not a 1 here. Miss Roach, silly Miss Roach. Hold on. I was adding too fast and I kind of felt like I was. Okay, do you see what I did there? 6 plus 2 plus 1 is not 10. What's 6 plus 2 plus 1? It's only 9. Ms. Roach was going too fast. Okay, there we go. 8,901 plus 31. What do we get when we add our 31? I'm going to do it under the letters there because it's kind of hard to see. Yep, it matches. 8,932 matches 8,932. Okay. It's like, I don't like making mistakes, but then I kind of do like making mistakes because it shows that even if you know all your multiplication facts and all your adding and subtracting, if we go too fast in math, it's so easy to make a mistake. So don't have any like race against the clock, or I was trying to go quick, I think. I need to not worry about that. I need to go slow and take my time. So go ahead and do C by yourself. Take your time, go slow, and see what you guys get, okay? Pause the video so you can practice that one. All right, I'm gonna look at the back side, and this is gonna be on our test on Thursday. And so I want you to try this by yourself. I'm gonna put one of them in for you, okay? So I'm gonna put ones, tens, and hundreds, this place value in. You need to write the decimals here, okay? If you don't know how to do this, leave it blank, because I'm gonna write down to see who doesn't understand this, because this is gonna be on our test on Thursday, and this is gonna kind of like my pre-test to see how you guys do with it today, okay? So go slow, take your time. All right. I'm also gonna skip the word problems today because I like doing some of them on video, but I like to do some of them with you over the phone so that we can practice and I can kind of hear your thought process through the word problems. So you can try either one of those by yourself, either A or B, okay? Then when I call you, you tell me which one you did. So pick either this one or this one. After you do this, make sure you do that top one. Okay, all right, let's do a couple more fractions together. Let's do multiplying fractions today. Since we did a lot of adding and subtracting yesterday, let's do multiplying fractions. So let's start with these two, E and F. Okay, so 3/5 times 10. Well, 3/5 is a fraction, so I'm just gonna bring that down. Times 10. Now 10 is not a fraction. What do I have to do? I need to make one. Very good. Now, some of you have been forgetting to cross cancel. So before you multiply fractions, always check for cross canceling. Is there anything I can cross cancel here? Yes. The 5 and the 10, what can go in? 5. How many 5s can go into 5? 1. How many 5s can go into 10? 2. And now I can just multiply. Top times top, bottom times bottom. What's 3 times 2? 6. 1 times 1? 1. 6 over 1 is the same thing as 6. Good job, friends. All right, let's try F. I cannot leave a mixed number, 1 and 1/2. I need to change it. So 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. So that becomes 3/2, or 3 over 2. And then I'm going to times that by what? I need to make one. 12 over 1. Make one. Okay, does anyone see something I can cross cancel? The 2 and the 12. What can go into 2 and 12? 6. Oh, Ms. Rose is giving the answer. What can go into 2 and 12? 2. How many 2s can go into 2? 1. How many 2s can go into 12? 6. There we go. Okay, let's multiply. Top times top, bottom times bottom. What's 6 times 3? 18. And 1 times 1 is 1. So 18 over 1 is the same thing as 18. Very good, friends. All right, so you pick, let's see. I want you to do, so either H or I. So pick one of these, H or I. You got to do one. and then pick one of these, G or J, okay? So do one of the blue and one of the pink, all right? And that's one, those I'll check with you. If you wanna try an addition or subtracting fractions, go ahead. I'm just trying to not make it so much work to do, okay? But if you can do it, do it. More, persevere, especially if you're finishing your work. Okay, so look at all those things highlighted pink. Those are all the ones you should have done by yourself. So on the front, B and D, all of 3, letter C, long division, number 6, writing in all those ones, tens, hundreds. You have to pick one of the word problems and then 2 down below on the bottom. That last row, you have to pick 2, one from the blue and one from the pink. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 you're doing by yourself, okay? All right, on your marks, get set, go. All right, I will be calling you guys later on today if I haven't already talked to you. And hopefully you watched your videos first. Remember, this is our last week of real school, so I really need you guys focused, trying your hardest. Even when it's not a test day, go slow on this, because if you go slow today and do it well, it's going to help you on our test on Thursday, okay? All right, friends, have a great rest of your day. I will see you at language and also in our FaceTime. All right, bye-bye.